Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing about the compensation, benefits, employee payroll and incentive management. In short, we are going to give you a brief overview of reward management. So, what is compensation and employee payroll? Compensation definitely is the wages, the salary that an employee look forward to at the end of every month for the effort that he has put in. So it's basically an integral part of HR management, which helps in motivating the employees and definitely improving the organizational effectiveness. So how we design a compensation management? So we basically design in terms of job analysis as to how intricate, what are the intricacies in the job. We definitely do a salary survey as to what the competitors are offering for the same position, and thereafter we design the pay structure. So one leads to another, be it job analysis to pay structures to salary survey, which then further leads to job analysis. We keep on refining this process. So basically, compensation systems are designed to keep in mind the strategic goals and the business objective. In what business are we in? How are we defining our company? And probably what are the values that we incorporate in the company's things. So compensation system is designed on the basis of certain factors after analyzing job work and responsibility. So basically, you will understand that an air pilot would be earning quite a handsome salary compared to, let's say, a driver in a locomotive engine. Again, a surgeon would be commanding a definitely a huge salary compared to a general physician that we are talking around it. So basically, the intricacies of the job and the pay and perks are designed keeping the works and responsibilities. So compensation management provides the employee direct in the form of monetary benefit. Monetary benefit, in short, is nothing but money, and definitely indirect in form of non-monetary benefits or in kind, known as perks, time off, vacation, so on and so forth. Compensation does not include not only salary, but it is the sum total of rewards and allowances provided to the employee. So why did I say in the very opening slide the compensation is nothing? We will be talking all about reward management, be it incentive, be it compensation, be it any benefits that an employee incurs from. So there are basically two type of compensation. One which is direct and the other one which is indirect. Direct compensation, you get accrued it at the end of every month or every fortnight or on a weekly basis, whatever the structures of the salary disbursement are being designed for. Indirect compensation, on the other hand, might be an annual increment or annual bonuses that has been linked into it. I will be discussing everything in details during the course of next 15 odd minutes. So moving on to it. So what is direct compensation? Now, I am just giving you a brief idea and glimpses of what are the direct compensation that we are talking around it. We are talking anything which is related to monetary rewards, money, something like basic salary, medical reimbursement, special allowances, bonus, leave travel allowances, conveyance, house rent allowances. These are direct monetary transfer that an employee get from the company. Mind you, this is direct compensation. Let us understand that compensation a little bit in deep. It is the monetary benefit offered and provided to employees in return of the services they provide to the organization. The monetary benefit include basic salary, house rent allowance, conveyance, leave travel allowance, medical reimbursements, special allowance, bonus, provident fund, gratuity, and many more such. So basic components of direct compensation, in short, these are must-haves to be done there in a direct compensation, which include basic salary, house rent allowance, conveyance allowance, leave travel allowance, medical representative reimbursement, sorry, salary bonus, and special allowance. The house rent allowance, we will talk about each of the allowances in the subsequent slide in depth. Here comes house rent allowance. Now, organization either provides accommodation to the employee. Many a times, companies are located at an off-site location, not in the heart of the city, probably the outskirts of the city, or probably in a rural settings, wherein it is mandatory that if you want to have technical man-how, they might not be having suitable accommodation in the vicinity of the organization. So, company definitely needs to provide an accommodation to the employees. And these employees must come from far-flung places, from different corners of a country. So, and in case the company is unable to provide accommodation, it will compensate in the form of allowance for rental purposes. That is what we term as house rent. Now, what is conveyance allowances? The conveyance allowances are basically the allowances which the employees avail so as to travel from their home to the company or the organization or the office and back. Few organizations also provide vehicles and petrol allowances to the employee to motivate them, to make them a loyal employee, to instill in them the feeling of belongingness towards the company. So this is the reason why allowances has been given. Now, please don't mix up with leave travel allowances with conveyance allowances. Leave travel allowances are basically those allowances which we award to the companies to retain them, probably the best talent in the organization. The employees are given allowances to visit any place, mind you, any place they wish with their families, where their spouses, their parents, and probably their children. So that is what a leave travel allowance is. In terms of conveyance allowance, is the allowance for the employee to travel from home to the office and back. The allowances that are scaled as per the position of an employee in an organization is mandated in LTA, popularly known for leave travel allowances. What is medical reimbursement? Organization also look after the health condition of the employees. The employees are provided with mediclaims for them and their family members. Now, if you're taking care of our employees, it is a but natural thing that the employee is going to take care of the organization to the fullest of their ability. These mediclaim includes health insurance, treatment, bills, reimbursement, and so on and so forth. Medical reimbursement is a must thing in a nowadays companies to retain the best of the talent. Mind you, medical reimbursement, medical should I say medical expenditure accounts for a lot of money outgo for employee altogether. We come to the bonus. Bonus is paid to the employee during the festive season to motivate them, to provide them with the sense of we feeling, to provide them with the sense of belongingness, have a social security among them. Festival is the time when we splurge on a family, on a near and dear one. This splurge amount cannot be done only out of the salary. So the company has designed bonus to them. Bonus amount usually amounts to a month's salary of an employee. This remember is apart from the regular salary that the employee gets. Now we come to special allowances. Special allowances such as overtime. If you are made to work beyond 8 hours, 9 hours, probably you have been given special allowances to work overtime. Mobile allowances. People who must be doing in the marketing arena. People where there is a lot of data exchanges has to happen. So mobile allowances is the norm. Then we have got the meals, commission, travel expenses. Definitely, there are certain companies who extend loans to their employees at reduced rate. Insurance, club membership, etc. are provided for employee for motivation and the productivity of the company. These are nothing but the special allowances that we are looking into it. Enough has been said about the direct compensation. Now you must be wondering, what about indirect compensation? Indirect compensation are the leave policies, the overtime policies, the hospitalization, the insurance, the leave travel, the retirement benefits, the holiday homes, and flexible timing. Mind you, this is just an incomplete list. There are many companies who give a lot of indirect compensation together. So, indirect compensation refers to non monetary benefits basically offered and provided to employees in lieu of the service provided to them by them to the organization. So apart from the monetary rewards, there are other rewards in kind. These include leave policies, overtime policies, car policies, hospitalization, insurance, leave travel assistant limits. Now assistant limits are certain limits beyond which the company will not be bear expenses. So if you have an X amount of limit and you might have made an expenditure which is X plus Y, so Y comes from your pocket and X will be reimbursed by the company. So retirement benefit and holiday home. So, component of indirect compensation, what are they? Let me announce. They are leave policies, they are overtime policies, people who are working overtime, their hospitalizations benefit, probably in the company's hospitals, if the company owns one, or the company affiliated hospitals, insurances, leave travel, retirement benefits, holiday homes, flexible timing. Many a company nowadays, all new age companies are very flexible, and now people can not only work not only from the office but from any other places also. This is one of the major benefits. Let us discuss them in deep. What is a leave policy? It is the right of the employee to get adequate number of leave while working with the organization. The leave policy differs in every organization. The organization provide for paid leave such as casual, probably require it for nitty gritty things, daily. It is not a daily requirement, but then you have certain exigencies that comes for it, for which you need to take 1 day leave or 2 days leaves, and that is what is casual leave is all about it. You may fall sick as an employee, you may fall sick, for which you can avail medical leaves and maternity leaves for our female genders or female employees, which includes some sort of statutory pay also. We will now come to overtime policy. Now, this policy differs from organization to organization, from company to company. Nevertheless, more or less, the basic fundamental things are employees should be provided with adequate allowances and facilities during their overtime if they happen to do so. Usually people don't do, but then if you come to know that the company has got many orders to be filled in, there are extra orders that the company has already taken, the company asks the employees to work overtime, and they will be suitably compensated with the help of transfer facility and overtime pay. We come to something called hospitalization. Company should also provide allowances to get regular health checkup. Let's say an interval of 365 days. Every 1 year, the employees have been vaccinated, the employees, the health checkup has been done, and so on and so forth. Why this is being done by the companies? Because it benefits them in the long run. If regular health checkup is to be taken, the employees will fall less sick. There will be less loss of man days. Now, even the employee's dependent should be eligible for Mediclaim. That provides an emotional and social security that treats the whole family as one of the members of the company. So that sense of belongingness ingredient. We'll come to something called insurance. Organization also provide for accidental insurance and life insurance of the employees. This brings a lot of mental peace for the employees altogether. This gives them the emotional security, and they feel themselves valued in the organization. That is something you just cannot. We come to the next component of indirect compensation as leave travel. Employees are provided with leaves and travel allowances to go on for holidays with their families. Now, there are certain companies, they don't only provide leaves, but they also arrange the travel assistance altogether in the form of ticketing, in the form of holiday homes, in the form of booking hotels for the employees and their immediate family member. This is usually done to make them stress free. Let us not get any burnt out syndrome from our employees. Retirement benefit, every individual, every employee works at their for a minimum years of 30, 35, or 40 years in a company, and it is an onus to the company that they take good care of the employees who have been serving the company for such a long period. Organization provides for pension plans and other benefits to their employees, which benefits them after they retire from the organization. at a prescribed age. Certain organization prescribes the retirement age as 65, certain at 62, certain at 60, and some at 58 and 55 also. These are standard retirement age for the companies that they follow that. We come to the next component. Holiday homes organization provides for holiday homes and guest houses for the employees at different location. These location are basically tourist location wherein the employees can go with their family, get a wonderful holiday, relax, enjoy themselves, and come back to the organization rejuvenated. These holiday homes are usually located in hill station, that did I say that, or other most wanted holiday spot. It might be seaside that I'm talking about. The organization makes sure that the employee do not face any sort of difficulties. The organization ensures that they are having a good time during their stay in the guest house. Next, the most upcoming and the most welcome change that even this particular generation is enjoying is of flexible timing. Organization provide for flexible timing to their employees who cannot come to work as per a prescribed or fixed timing, probably due to their personal problems or certain valid reason. Let's say pregnancy as one of them, let's say health as one of them, let's say their clients are based outstation, and the outstation clients timings are much different than the timings of the company. So therein we require flexible timing. We come to something called payroll management. Payroll refers to the administration of employee salary, wages, bonuses, net pay, and deduction. So basically, every money, every reward, every incentive that has been given to an employee, these needs to be recorded, and that is what payroll management is all about. It. So how do we record it? We have to consist an employee ID, an employee name, date of joining, daily attendance for how many days he's coming in a week, a month, and so on. Basic salary allowances, overtime, bonuses, commission, incentives, holiday pays, vacation, sickness, values of meal, lodging, everything has been jotted down, everything has been monitored. There are certain deduction also. Let's say provident fund is one of them, taxes are one of them, loan or advances, money advances that you have taken by the employee. Pictographical representation is out here if you look into it. And if you look, basic salary comprises more than 50% of the total allowances that the company that the employee enjoys. And you will find that there are certain things out here called deduction also, probably of tax, provident fund, and any advances that you are taking around it. So we have HRA, we have conveyance, we have dearness allowances, and there can be many other allowances that comprise it. But basic salary usually consists more than 50%. So payroll management, what are they? We need to monitor the deductions, such as the advances that one has taken, such as the tax that the one has given to the government by the company on behalf of the employee from the organization. DNS allowance, house rent allowance is provided at a fixed rate stated by employment laws. Provident fund is deducted from the gross salary of an employee on a month to month basis. Usually it is 12%. We have the gratuity figure, we have the provident fund figure. Employment laws, which is provided later to the employees. Organization also contribute the same amount of provident fund as that of employees. Now we come to something called annual payroll. Annual payroll is something which your salary, your wages get accrued because you are working for 12 months a year, which consists of leave travel allowances. You might be eligible for certain incentive. Annual bonuses is a major attraction. We have meal vouchers, we have grocery reimbursement, we have medical reimbursement included. Now, components out here is been again mentioned in the pictograph that has been given. Look what we have. Nowadays we have meal vouchers, or we have something called special allowances. Probably if you are going for a further studies, special allowances are given to regular employees. We have annual bonuses or known as loyalty bonuses. There are other incentives that you have been working around it based on the profitability of the companies. There might be other reimbursement, let's say telephone bills, then let's say groceries, and so on and so forth. We come to the next topic of incentive management. If you understand incentive management, your complete reward structure is being catered. So, in today's strategic compensation system, incentive forms an integral part of a performance based compensation. So, if you're a good performer, your incentives are much, much, much higher than the normal employee. It is a challenge for the organizations to formulate a strategies to maintain internal equity. Now, this is where the confusion creeps in. Not everybody can be rated on the same scale, and if everybody is rated on the same scale, everybody would get the same incentive. That lowers the morale. So it is up to the company to give high incentive to only performing employees, and there needs to be an equity that needs to be maintained, right? So this all about incentive. For the purpose of effective incentive programs are taken, employees are involved in the process. They have been made to aware what is being expected out of them. What are the packages that the employees look into it? The compensation strategy should be effective. It should be lucrative. The employee should be made attractive to work harder and perform better, and probably make the organization tighter, leaner, and meaner. All the employees should be aware of the goals of the organization, the objectives, what is being required for. So, what are the benefit of incentives? Number one, the incentive can be having a variable cost. You earn around 2 months or 3 months of salary as your incentive, probably. So that means you work for 12 months, you get paid for 15 months plus 1 month of your bonuses or special allowances that you can go around. So 12 months you work, 15th or 16th month of pay you can accrue upon. It promotes teamwork. It shares profit with the organization, with the company. Company is doing good. Company doesn't mind sharing profit with its valuable employees. And definitely this leads to an improved productivity of employee. So benefit of incentive. Deserving employees should receive significant rewards. Incentive accounts for huge productivity in the form from the employees as a contribution. Today, youngster believes in performance-based pay. Absolutely, yes. They are no longer looking for a time-based, increment-based, and probably lifelong employment. They are looking for a hard money, fast money through legal means, through perfect rules and regulation. They are not going to make a shortcut. They will going to work hard to earn it up. In hospitality and retail industry, it is an incentive that counts for the overall package of an employees. With this, I complete compensation altogether, compensation, payroll, and incentive management. Thank you for hearing with me.